Mason Howe. Come and see how world famous roller sound music strings are made. Follow me. Right, this is the raw materials where we keep up to 20 tonnes of stainless steel, nickel, phosphor bronze. We buy the raw material from all over the world. This, for example, is the nickel-plated steel wire that goes into making the electric guitar strings. There's all different kinds of materials in here. All the cover wire, the core wire, and these are the ball ends. These actually come from Switzerland, where they're famous for making watches. Very precision product. Some of the raw materials kept here go into making the flat wound strings. What we do, this machine that you can see here has the Monel wire fitted this end. It goes into the machine round, comes out the other end flat, and we can make this to any different size that we require. These two machines here, these put the ball ends on the core wire or the plain guitar strings. Each machine can manufacture several thousand strings an hour. So this department is very critical to the rest of the factory, because if these machines aren't running at the right speed, we have problems in the manufacturing. These are two new machines we bought in the last 2 or 3 years. So. You see up here, this is the ball ends come down from the hopper, down this shaft, drop in there, the wire comes through, and then it twists. And this is the finished core. Okay, so what the operator does, they put the cores into the machine. In this case, we're making our bass, swing bass series A string, which is the SBL 80. Then the cover wire is attached, and you might want to go close in here, and then the winding procedure starts. So that's now wound the SBL 80, and then when the operator comes back to the machine, they put the silk on. Great. So this is the packing room. This is where all the strings get collated and coiled and packed into their various sets. Once they're packed into sets, they then go into the boxes, which then go out into the stock room. So this is our small part of our stock room, from where all the strings that are manufactured come into the finished boxes, which look like this. We have a new clear box now, which is making it easier for the customer to see what size is inside. The strings get exported to around 60 different countries throughout the world. This year we've had an increase of 48% on our export, our worldwide business, which is one of the strongest increases that the company's had over the last 20 years. So this is mainly all the electric guitar strings this side and acoustic guitar strings this side. all the different gauges, all the different combinations of sets, 6-string, 7-string, 12-string, stainless steel, nickel, the new Nexus strings, everything's in here. One of his friends at the time was Dick Denny, who went on to design the AC30 amplifier. And that connection with Tom Jennings, they come to my father, the Vox company, and said, look, we want strings and we would like some strings manufactured. The Vox factory was in Dartford, Kent. The Rotorsound factory that was just opening was in Bexley Heath. It's 5 miles away. So it was a very good collaboration to have Rotorsound, or at the time, orchestral and jazz strings, making strings for Vox. And of course, as this carried on, we got more and more inquiries from famous players that couldn't find the different strings they wanted. My father employed a sales director at the time, a guy called Alan Markison. And Alan is quite famous. He's almost as famous as Jimi Hendrix and The Who, because he's in all the pictures with these bands. The electric strings, we have two main types. The nickel on steel and the stainless steel. These are the two most popular materials we use for our electrics. On the acoustics, our most popular set is the Jumbo King, which is phosphor bronze, very bright sounding. The Country Gold, we used to be Country Golds, now they're called Super Bronze. This is the piano string design. This is the one I was telling you about, where just the bare core rests on the bridge. Very bright, long-lasting string, a lot of sustain. And okay, so and then lastly we got the Nexus, which we have in the acoustic coated wire, which is phosphor bronze coated, and the electric Nexus sets are the black coated Type 52 alloy. So that is our electric and acoustic string range.